Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. I sim hope you are great. I am seeing video coming out from my own community about children jumping a pregnant woman, and I am asking what is wrong because this is kind of new to me. It's new. I am not going to lie to you. This is new. See, I am going to say this from a heart full of love. There is no atom of hate in me. Please, parents, we can do better with our children so that when people that raise their children well start enjoying the benefits of what they raise, you will not be left alone. You will not die alone. You won't have a child, but you do not have a child. This is some people's story, but I pray it won't be your story. Amen. Please, this is horrible. This is a very horrible news. This is not okay. Nobody should do something like this. Nobody should try something like this. And for that woman that was busy talking nonsense, you will see that in the video. I don't blame her. She did not raise her child well, and she also talked like she is also properly not raised. Let's get into this video.
If you want to check on the progress of our people, just look at the kids. If the kids are doing good, we doing great. If the kids are doing bad, we doing horrible. And the reason why I say that is because I saw a video of a bunch of middle school and elementary school kids in Chicago follow, berate, and assault a mother and her two kids as she picked them up from school and was walking home. And that's completely unacceptable. And it leads into a larger issue that we collectively have within the Black community, which is a lack of discipline and a lack of self-control. And what I mean by that is our lack of discipline to come together as a people and put our bullshit aside to achieve our freedom and control our own resources and narrative has led to a lack of self-respect and a lack of empathy within the community and amongst ourselves. And that has trickled down from the adults to the kids. And that's the exact reason why you get situations like this. We as Black people, especially here in America, need to stop playing around and be more intentional and honest with ourselves when it comes to having kids in a country and in a world that fucking hates us. Understand what the fuck you are bringing them into and understand what it takes to raise a kid. You need time and resources, something that 99.9% of people in this country don't fucking have, let alone Black people. We are sitting there constantly trying to navigate the minefield that is America every single day as adults. And you think it's easier just because they kids? Y'all out here playing. I just seen multiple videos over the past couple weeks of Black women being dismissed while they're in labor by medical staff and possibly losing their life in the process. One of them was forced to give birth in a fucking truck. And now everybody wondering why the kids are trying to burn down the same village that's supposed to raise them. Because the adults don't have the time nor the resources to do the job properly. We don't live in a country or a world that allows folks to do so. So stop thinking shit is cute and having kids willy-nilly. Be intentional and honest with yourself before you make that decision. This ain't dress up. This ain't house. People need to stop playing. This is the next generation. They are going to be the ones that lead the charge when we all are unable to. And y'all out here treating this shit like a fucking game. Everybody want to know, oh, who going to be the boys? Who going to be the girls? Who going to be the fucking adults? Because clearly we got a bunch of kids raising kids. And we need somebody grown to step the fuck up. And to all y'all parents, anytime somebody tell you something about your kids, stop getting fucking defensive. You not perfect and your kid not perfect. If it's going to take a village to raise a kid, listen to the village when they speak. And stop getting defensive because you look like a fool. And then you're going to be crying boo-hoo when something bad happened to your kid, God forbid. Asking, where was the help? Where was the people? Why does nobody care? You missed all the red flags leading to that moment. It's on you. If something happened to that kid, understand that.
You guys, I hope that y'all are doing well. I just wanted to touch on something real quick. A couple of years ago, I made a video about the situation with Shanquilla Robinson. Rest in peace to that beautiful young lady. But I talked about how this whole fight culture mindset, and that's what I call it for lack of a better word, phrase, whatever. But I talked about how dangerous it is. Now, fast forward to today. Everybody's talking about them little badass kids in Chicago that jumped on that pregnant lady and her children, right? And I will again say, this fight culture shit is a problem. Because, yeah, kids make mistakes. Sometimes we raise our kids better and they still do dumb shit. But all on the internet, there are videos of these children's mothers and aunties just talking dumb. Like, they not even grasping the totality of how fucked up the shit was. Like, they just making excuses or... And again, it goes to a mindset. Now, look at the music that is being promoted to us. You got Glorilla. All my bitches can fight. What type of shit is that to even sing or rap about? Like, for one, that's masculine as fuck. If you're not no damn boxer, you know what I'm saying? If you're not on some Clarissa Shields, Layla Ali, or some UFC, if you ain't on that type of shit, that ain't your career, then why the fuck is you bragging about being able to fight? That's just ignorant to me. I'm sorry, that's just ignorant as fuck. Then you got Cardi B with a song talking about, you say you willing to DIE for your respect. Let's find out and see. Why is that something for a woman to sing? Especially a woman with children. Children you need to go home to alive to be able to raise. Like, if y'all don't see this bullshit is being promoted to us, y'all and y'all need to stop accepting it. Stop accepting this shit. Because don't nobody else accept that shit being promoted to them. So, all this thinking it's cute to fight, unless you are defending yourself or defending, a helpless person or your children. Like, why are y'all going around wanting to fight all the time? Then they make all these little sounds on TikTok about wanting to beat somebody for just saying something they don't like. Somebody tell you them eyelashes are ugly, you want to fight. Hell, they do be ugly, but that's beside the point. That ain't nothing to fight about. Y'all want to put your hands on people over dumb shit, and it done carried on to these kids. It's just ignorant as fuck. It's ignorant as fuck. It costs people their lives, their health. What if that lady would have lost her baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but that shit is not cute. All that shit about bragging about fighting all the time, it's just not cute. It's not cute at all. And y'all need to call it out and stop waiting until something like this happens to have something to say about it. Y'all should have been saying something about this shit. Good morning.
The video of the mother with sickle cell and her 2 kids being brutally attacked by a group of elementary school kids has made people ask, well, where are the parents to these elementary school kids? Because while y'all kids are out here being menaces to society and terrorizing and assaulting people for no reason, where are y'all at? Why y'all not supervising them? Well, one of the parents and one of the kids have spoken out, and they have said a whole bunch of nothing. Let me show you.
I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
As a parent, having your child come on live and shed fake tears, literally not one tear came out that little girl's eye. Having your child shed fake tears in a hoodie, literally her whole demeanor gave that she didn't care. And honestly, it gives that the mom don't care either, because why are you smirking? Why are you smiling? Because if that was you and your child that happened to, I bet you wouldn't be laughing. Having your child do that is not accountability. Accountability is getting a lawyer and taking your child to the police station and telling the cops that we're going to turn her in because she assaulted someone on camera and she needs to be held accountable for that. That's what accountability is. Because what you're doing right now is showing your baby kid that it's okay to act like that as long as you come on social media and fake apologize for it after the fact. No, that fake ass apology is not going to take away the physical damage that mother and her kids went through. It's not going to take away the memory of those kids seeing their mom be brutalized right in front of them and they can't do anything about it. It's not going to take away the fact that that little boy's head got slammed to the ground. It's not doing nothing but saving face for you. as a parent, because it shows how much you lack at parenting your kids that they're doing this, and you have to come on here and go on social media and show your kid talking about some, oh, she a homecoming queen and she a cheerleading captain. Okay, and she's also bad as hell because look at what she's doing to innocent people. And believe it or not, but kids can be manipulative as hell. As someone that worked in behavioral health for years and is going to be a behavioral health nurse when I graduate from nursing school, I promise you, these kids are very aware of what they're doing. They are knowing that they're not going to get a consequence, and that's why they have no problem doing it. Making your child come on live and do a fake apology is not a consequence. That's not doing anything. Talking about these are kids that did this, and y'all can't talk bad about them because they're kids. Okay, well, these kids could have killed these people. These kids could have did some irreversible stuff. These kids need to be held accountable. This isn't accountability. This is you trying to save your face, trying to show that you're a somewhat good parent, and you're not.
Lock them kids up in Chicago. Put them in boarding school. Put them somewhere. But get them out of that school. Get them out of that school from around other kids. Lock them away somewhere. That one little girl who mama or whoever set up there making all these excuses for her as if an 8th grader don't know no better than to put her hands on a grown adult. My question to the parent would have been, well, do she hit you? And I'm sure the response would be, well, no, she know better than to hit me. Well, if she know better than to hit you, then that means she know that she ain't supposed to put her hands on adults, right? Because we're not going to sit up here and act like in 8th grade, you don't know that you're not supposed to just go around putting your hands on somebody. That you're not supposed to put your hands on an adult. Right? We're not going to play them games. But whenever I'm questioned as a childless woman about why I don't want children, and y'all sit up and act as if these children are such blessings, are these the blessings that y'all be talking about? A lot of these kids, we got to start being for real. No, they're not blessings. A girl been making videos about this topic, and she said it, and she said it best. They're a result of you having sex. That's what they are. But they're not blessings. No, a lot of y'all children are absolute nightmares. They menace to societies. They've done nothing productive since you pushed them out into this world, right? They've done more harm than they've done good for anybody. You, as a parent, can't even brag about your child because your child don't do nothing, right? Your child has not done anything productive to the world for you to even be a proud parent. So to sit up and act as if they are just these wonderful, great, special human beings. No, they just regular human beings just like everybody else, right? They babies, and then they turn into toddlers, then they turn into children, teenagers, and then they grown adults, just like everybody else. No, it's not a blessing. It's just a result of you having sex. And some of y'all truly need that taken away from you, because the fact that y'all just out here procreating, having children, being neglectful, your children go out here and do whatever they want to do, and then you sit up as a parent and just try to blame it on other children. While that is a factor, you're still a factor as well. All right? You can sit up and talk about peer pressure this, peer pressure that. The fact is you have an impressionable, gullible child. That also is a problem. Your child being a flunky is not something that should be taken lightly. The fact that your child don't have a mind of their own and they go along with what everybody else doing, even when they know that what the other people are doing is wrong. You seeing a bunch of people around your age that you cool with beating on a pregnant woman, and somehow in your mind, you think that it's okay to join in on that? Lock them kids up.
Imagine taking your phone out, pressing record, directing the camera to your son, who just so happens to be a part of the disgusting group of kids that brutally assaulted a pregnant woman with her 2 children just trying to walk home from school. You understand? You stayed in the video. You know that the whole of Chicago was looking for you, right? As if we're not looking for you too. As if the whole of Chicago not looking for you too. They want the kids and they mamas. And then you have another mother, right? Who just so happens to be the mother of the child that threw the first fucking hit. Alongside with her daughter in a video that they're calling an apology. It looked like bullshit to me. You understand? Because before the attacker can actually fucking apologize for their crimes, the mother is quick to let everybody know, hey, watch your words. Be mindful. At the end of the day, this is a child. And then the child, the attacker actually, is smiling and laughing before they could even open up their mouth to apologize. So like I said, the entire video looks like bullshit to me. And then for your child to be the first attacker who put their hands and their feet on a pregnant woman who was simply trying to walk her children home from school, for you to act like people should be mindful of the words that they use when describing your fucking devious ass child? Girl, they got some words for you too. We got some words for you too. You over here worried about what we want to use for that, to describe that thing. Now all of a sudden everybody want to be guilty. But when they had their phones whipped out, they were quick to want to put their hands and their feet on a fucking woman who didn't do nothing to them, seeing her belly right there. Your child was a part of a group that brought a pregnant woman to the ground, that attacked a pregnant woman to the ground, ripped her wig off, ripped her daughter's hair out. What did the little girl have to do with that? The son was the target, right? On top of it, your kid is a bully because the kid did not want to fight. Anybody that's seeking and trying to fight somebody who clearly does not want to fight is pussy. They're pussy. Your children are weak. Every single last one of them are fucking weak. They're weak and they get it from somewhere. And just looking at both of those videos, they definitely got it in the home. Why is there no reprimanding? The whole reason why the streets is trying to find y'all kids and you is because they see that you guys are not handling them accordingly. It's supposed to be, oh, you want them? They kind of fucked up right now. They in the room. I beat the shit out them, but you could go and see them, right? And it's supposed to be like, oh, I see that you fucked them up. And then we leave you alone. But because y'all are joking about it, y'all think it's funny. Oh, yeah, you know that the whole of Chicago's looking for you, right? Oh, at the end of the day, be mindful with your words. This is a kid. Your kid? Your kid is evil. That's evil. I'm so sorry. You can't be a follower. That's actual evil. For them to surround and look for somebody vulnerable, to jump somebody vulnerable, multiple vulnerable people. Nobody told them to do this. They saw that they were not getting that kind of reaction. Nobody wanted to fight. They persisted. That's true. And that's just fucking evil. Your daughter is evil. And she smiled and laughed before she could even fucking apologize. Those tears were for fucking show. She's evil. And if you're not evil, I'm letting you know that she is. I'm letting you know she's fucking evil. The first one to go and hit the mom. You see the mom literally hugging her child. Her child's face is buried into her bosom. She's holding her child. She got the other little girl on her hand. And it was that girl that literally swung and went for the mother's face. I have the video. You could literally go on my page because I already started talking about it. But this is the update now. Girl, fuck your kid. Fuck you and fuck your kid. And now because of a crowd of parents that were literally waiting outside of the school, demanding for action to be taken, considering this ordeal, this incident, this horrific fucking incident with these fucking deviant ass fucking younger people. I don't even want to call them kids because I feel like the term kids is something that is connected with innocence. And none of those children are fucking innocent. They're all fucking evil. You understand? Like, they literally were waiting. When I say parents, adults, they was waiting outside of that school, demanding answers to the point where the police got involved and they came to the school and arrested and detained those fucking kids and then started fucking questioning them. And now that they're fucking detained, now that they're being questioned, all of a sudden, every single one of them want to start crying. Every single one of them want to start crying, but they looked real bold in them videos. They looked real bold. I'm going to tell you, they looked real happy. You had kids literally looking to see if they could get their lick in, running to see if they could get a kick in, to kick a pregnant woman when she was already down. Every last one of them children is disgusting. Disgusting. Keep their faces. Remember them. I want for every single time that they walk around any part of Chicago that they're condemned. This is the type of shit that should ruin your life. You worked for it. Congratulations.
And to the kids in Chicago that jumped that pregnant woman, I hope all y'all rot in hell. Seriously. I hope y'all get charged with the worst thing ever. I hope y'all get charged. Because ain't no way you feel comfortable putting your hands on a pregnant woman. And not just one of y'all, it's a bunch of y'all. It was like 5 of them. Like, who raised y'all? Whoever y'all parents is failed. They failed y'all. Who, raised you? Who does that? And what makes it even worse is the pregnant woman has sickle cell. That makes it even worse. Why are you putting your hands on a pregnant woman? A woman with child. Do y'all just not care anymore? What did she do to make y'all that mad? I really hope y'all pay for it. And if any damage was done to that baby, I hope y'all pay for that too. Like, that's just so sad. Then I keep seeing people trying to be funny about it. Talking about, I would never let no kids beat me up. Even if y'all wasn't pregnant, if 10 kids are attacking you, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Unless you got a pew-pew or some mace. There's nothing you can do about it, literally. If kids start jumping you, you ain't got no choice but to get jumped. Unless you got some friends with you. Like, I just don't understand. And now that pregnant woman in the hospital, I'm really praying for her. I hope she has a safe delivery. This is sad.
One time for the city of Chicago, because when I said they are coming together to do right by the woman who was jumped by those disgraceful kids after school, walking her kids from school, they doing a big one. Even Lil Zay has now participated in helping her out.
Rapper Lil Zay Osama is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids at that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. Right. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do better.
Liz ain't tell no lies. Kids should not have to endure things like that at school. That little boy shouldn't be bullied. Those kids shouldn't be acting the way they acting. They should have never put their hands on that woman. That's just, I ain't even gonna go back into that. But I will say this. The city has literally gave her a new place to stay, bought her car, switched the kids' schools. She also getting Christmas money from Zay and getting flown out to go have dinner, her and the son. Like, this is amazing. I am so happy that everybody is coming together as a collective, but we still want justice. The kids who did this, the kids who traumatized her kids, still need to be held accountable. Consequences still need to be met. I'm sorry, that's not going to change. But I do love to see the city coming together for her. Oh, hold on. Before I even stop, y'all on this internet crazy, okay? Why y'all talking about the girl who was at the fight with the little camo pink fluff jacket? Everybody, her family done wore the jacket. I am screaming, okay? And to make it even worse, like, the internet kills me. Why y'all out here ordering the jacket, bro? Why y'all ordering the jacket? I am screaming. Cavante Pringle, girl, why did you order the jacket? Y'all too much. Like I said, I'm happy things are working out. People are helping to contribute to this woman, but consequences still need to be met. Reaction committee, let me know what y'all think about this, and I'm gonna talk.
Y'all could stop saying the pregnant mom who got jumped by the kids, she's better than you. It could never be you, okay? She did what she had to do as a mother. She put her arms over those kids, and she protected them the best way they can. You coming on the internet talking about what you would have did in that situation and how she's better than you, it sounds like you saying she did not protect her kids the correct way. Okay, one, I'm hearing that she actually had sickle cell. If you could look at her, she's walking very weak. Okay, it's literally 30 kids against 3 people. Let's just say if she would have fought as hard as she can, the situation would have been worse. So she probably did, you know what I'm saying, was pretty mellow about it because she didn't want to antagonize the kids. That mother did what she was supposed to do. She did the best she can to protect those children. And someone coming on the internet saying what they would have did, it could have did, you don't know what the fuck you would have did. Okay, I just hate her. It couldn't have been me person. But if it was you, what? What you would have did differently? What would you have done differently? That lady, 9 times out of 10, did not know she was walking into that situation where she would have had a gun on her. Okay, a lot of y'all would have said it would have been a bloody scene. Y'all would have let it off on all those kids, right? But the mom wasn't even expecting that to happen, right? And who knows what kind of people she have in her corner that she could call and say, hey. So mother to mother, I just want to tell her you did the best that you could in the situation at the moment, okay? And you did protect your babies the best way you can. Don't listen to any other mom coming on here talking about it couldn't have been me. What you would have did that was even better. What you would have done, if that lady would have had a weapon on her, you don't think she would have used it? Unfortunately, she didn't. She's pregnant. She's weak. She did the best that she could. So y'all close your lips with all that. It couldn't have been me.
I'd have beat the fuck out them kids. I know the mother had sickle cell and she was pregnant, but this is... And bitch, what I know to be sure couldn't have been none of my people, because have all of y'all mamas meet me outside. Y'all got 10 minutes. Calling the full family, like all the... what? Bitch. Girl, miss Thing. I don't like that. I hate bullies. I don't care how old you are. What kind of world are we living in where children feel bold enough to jump adults? What the fuck happened? What is going on? And was that her wig in the middle of the sidewalk? Miss Thing. I don't even have a version of my larger self to exist in to process this from a more advocacy space. Bitch, I'm glitching. Girl, I would, the way the Hulk did Loki in that first Avengers, yeah, a nasty knock the mama said. That's wild. Kind of shit is that? I didn't even have the capacity to think some shit like that when I was in the 7th grade. These kids is different, bitch. These kids are different, Miss Thing. I'd have maced all them little heifers. Maced them all. Tased the dog fuck out of them. Yeah. That's crazy. That one was up there with that bloody lip and shit. She's pregnant? Why would y'all jump a pregnant woman? What is wrong with the children? Bitch, everything is crazy. I don't know where it was at, but it's the two boys, I think was like 10 and 8 years old. Raped the 5-year-old girl. Like shit is, baby. We got to get the praying. We got to get the prayer warriors in formation. I really think that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. I do believe Miss Thing is bringing upon Armageddon. I'm telling y'all, it's giving a Left Behind set. Yes, ma'am. Supernatural tease. That bitch is the devil.
And I know y'all heard about that woman that was pregnant and she was walking her kids, I believe, home from school or something, and she got jumped by all them kids in Chicago. Baby, when I tell you some parents just don't need to be parents, because there's no way in hell that your kids was able to do that and had no problem with it. And then everybody in the comments talking about they just kids, let them go. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them kids. Them kids can go straight to hell, honestly, because how the fuck is it okay for them kids to beat up a motherfucking woman that's not even defending herself, who can't defend herself? And if y'all find anything right with that, bitch, you need to go get locked up right with them motherfucking kids. And then I really feel like it's the parents' fault who be raising motherfucking kids like that. Y'all be so quick to defend the kids talking about they just need to learn from this. What the fuck? Since when do you gotta whoop somebody ass, a grown woman ass with all of your peers to finally learn that, oh, I shouldn't be putting my hands on innocent people? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be having these weak ass excuses for these badass kids. Like Miss motherfucking Trimble said, throw their ass in a motherfucking chokey. Get them bitches gone. And then y'all be so quick to say we need to get these killers off the streets, but y'all at home creating these motherfucking killers. How is 14-year-olds able to beat somebody, a grown ass woman up and her kids, and not have no motherfucking emotion or sympathy towards that? And then the bitch was in the motherfucking video damn near wanting to laugh and shit. Like, what the fuck do you mean, hey? Like, you can really tell when it's a badass kids who really don't give a fuck. They just doing this video because your mama got a camera in your face and she's forcing you to. Since we laughing, I just feel like the funniest part about it all is that karma do not miss. Y'all the same motherfucking badass kids that's probably walking around y'all schools bullying everybody. If y'all had no empathy towards a grown woman that was pregnant and y'all beat her ass and y'all didn't give a fuck, y'all snatched her wig off and shit. If y'all can do all that, I can imagine what y'all doing to the kids in y'all schools. And karma do not miss. And before y'all get to saying I got too much anger towards these kids, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them kids. Them kids didn't think about that motherfucking woman that was pregnant, bitch. And then last thing, since y'all think everything a joke, I think it's funny how everybody in the community raised $200,000 plus for her, moved her into a new home, and got her kids put into a new school. Now laugh at that.
To all them kids in Chicago that jumped that pregnant mother, all y'all need to be in court by Monday. Huh? And to the parents of all them kids that jumped that pregnant mother and her kids, all y'all need to be in court by Monday morning. I took the morning to wait to post about this because I had to see exactly how many messages I was going to get about this, because I have never even had this many messages sent to me about one specific thing. This mother was on the way home from school. It wasn't a child that she had in high school. This wasn't 11th or 12th grader that kids had problem with. This was a very young minor. And there was older kids, younger kids, a group of them that were basically preying on this mother and her children. So much so that she fell on the ground and they commenced to start jumping her. Now, today I'm hearing that it's a lot of police activity up at the school, and we have not got the information about that. But all of those parents who had their kids involved in this, there needs to be charges brought up for the simple fact to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Now, to the parents of those kids that was jumping that pregnant mother outside in Chicago, I don't know what you're doing at home, but tonight it better be some whooped asses up in that house. Huh? I'm talking about one of them old back in the day ones. I'm talking about give them a bath, let them go, think they going to sleep, and commence to whooping that ass in the dark. Yeah, these kids need that. Because this mother already looked like she was going through it. In the video, they pointed out stuff that was going on with her. Her ankles, ass. She not talking to the best of her abilities. Come to find out she was in the hospital the last couple of days. And these kids taking tack on her. Now, if she would have hit them back, then y'all would be talking about, she hitting kids. She should have left that up to a grown person or called the police. This is why stuff is happening in society right now, because our kids aren't being trained properly. Sidebar, if that was my baby mama, Lord Jesus. Huh? Chicago wouldn't have had nothing left. I would have scorched the earth. Chicago would have just been another part of Illinois. I digress. We'll discuss this later in the live. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. But this is crazy. I'm just a messenger.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to say this from a caring heart and from a concerned person. We can do better. When I say we can do better, we can actually do better. Why I talk about doing better is because I know what it means if you ever lose your child. When I mean losing your child, it's not about losing your child to death or something. You can, your child can actually be alive, but you lose them. It won't be nice. It won't be nice when other parents are eating the benefit of raising their child appropriately and you are jealous. Why? Because you did not do your job. There are some things I will never ever support this, that a child, whether you are in 8th grade, you should know better, jumped a pregnant woman and her children. Is that not disgusting? Is that not crazy? How are they even comfortable trying to put hands on that woman? How were they comfortable doing that? See, parents, we really can do better with our children. Don't tell me you can't tell me how to raise your child. Nobody's trying to tell you how to raise your child, but in the end, you will find out whether you raised your child right or not. There is what my dad used to tell me when I was very young. I probably was in high school, maybe grade 2, but I know a lot already, because when you are 7, 8 years, you should know a lot already. I know something. He tells me that when you let yourself become so fat, this is what he was not fat shaming or anything, but this is an adage, but I am trying to break it down so you guys will understand it, because if I said you will not understand it. When you let yourself become so fat that you will understand what you did to yourself when there is need for people to escape where they are. It might be something horrible happening and you need to run, or you need to escape a time. That is when you find out what you did to yourself. Do not be that kind of person. Do not be that kind of parent. Raise your child well. Raise your child well, that there are some things they will never try to. She said she's a queen. She's a cheerleader. What is she sharing and leading? See, I am a black woman, a Nigerian woman, but I will tell you this is not okay. Whether it's a Nigerian child that is doing it or any child that is trying to do it, this is not okay. But it cannot be a child from my own family, because I will I will reset that brain that is knocked. If your brain is knocked out, we'll set it back to factory setting. There is what we call African parents whip. When you have to reset your child's brain in the middle of the night. The kingdom of God, how did they say it? The kingdom was suffered violent. Only the violence will survive. I am not telling you to be violent with your child. But there are some things they do, you teach them lessons. And I'm not telling you to whip them, to beat them. But I know my mom, I don't know how they did it, but they did a great job with me. They did a great job with I and my siblings and my cousins. I don't know how they did it, how they reset our brain. When you don't understand that cutting of eye that they give you when you are outside. Please, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. Bye for now.